Hi, everybody, and welcome to SunBurst Tarot, where today I want to take a look into Bad Bunny and why was he chosen for the Super Bowl halftime show. We can when it gets closer, we can kind of take a look at some of the messaging, the imagery, and the such. But I want to take a look into why Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, if you don't know him, he is Puerto Rican, born and raised. He speaks or he sings very exclusively in Spanish, recognizing his heritage of being Puerto Rican. If you don't know, Puerto Rico is a territory of the United States and essentially has been considered many times as the 51st state of the United States of America. Or it's been said should be happening. So I just want to take a look into what was the decision making behind Bad Bunny and go from there, especially for the NFL. It's a pretty bold stand considering a lot of the things going on right now. So without further ado, let's take a look into it. But first things first, reminder, everything that I'm saying is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. No facts here, y'all, just my opinions, psychic downloads, and the such. So, if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So, without further ado, let's take a look into the general energy behind why did they choose Bad Bunny over, say, other artists at the time. So, let's take a look-see. The world reversed. Why is this? No one wanted it. No one wanted it. No one wanted the exposure. World reversed. So, repeating of old cycles, or essentially, we need to see through things. Why is this? Because the sun reversed. We don't want things revealed. We also are unhappy with other people. People were unhappy with it because from a material influence, we weren't offering up enough. This isn't enough star power. It's like the shit that comes with the gig isn't worth the money. It isn't worth the squeeze. It isn't worth the bad press, the bad and what it entails. They say any press is good press, but whatever comes with the NFL, there seems to be issues when it comes to money, stipulations, streaming rights, who owns things. And that does cause a lot of issues. No one else wanted the gig, essentially, because the hopes and fears, yeah, they feel like their hands are tied when it comes to the Super Bowl halftime show. They can't be creative with what they want to do, how they want to do it. And so why did they choose him? It's because their hands were kind of tied. I think he was the only one who kind of wanted to do it because the unseen obstacle here is the moon card. There's a bunch of exposures coming, and for some reason it feels like Bad Bunny isn't a part of it. Like, for some reason, Bad Bunny isn't being a part of some weird ass expose. It's like there's nothing to really tell on this guy. Because also the negative influence here, the emperor, there's some person who's fallen off their throne or trying to exert their dominance. And it's like this was an FU to the person on top who's like, we want to say F you, we want control, we want to kind of throw you off your throne. What's kind of going on? What's going for this situation too is like, this is our way to act. Interesting, because here in the past, bad luck, bad opportunity. This is all reversed. What is going on? And every single card is reversed. Why did they choose Bad Bunny? It's because they had to. Okay. Oh, God. One, there's some reason they don't got nothing on Bad Bunny. I don't know why. Don't know how. Where it is going to go with that piece. The other part of this is, so I just did a reading on some organized crime going on in Mexico. And the back and forth when it comes to the United States of America, and how the FBI director's name has been put on a hit list, allegedly, conspiracy, whatever. When it comes to this, it feels like Bad Bunny was chosen because, for some reason, why do I feel that these organized crime rings in Mexico have a lot of influence on pop culture, media, music, the Super Bowl halftime show, celebrities, producers, than we think. I'll let you for entertainment purposes only. And they chose Bad Bunny because, one, these leaders of the organized crime ring said, that's who we want. Also, because this is like a big FU, we need to act. We're having bad luck, bad opportunity, and we need to expose what's going on here and what's really going on and who's really running things in XYZ. Y'all, the reason why they chose Bad Bunny is because he is an FU to the current administration who is screwing over, feels like, to me, other leaders, in quotation marks, of other countries or groups or organized places doing maybe not so legal things in the world. And this is a big FU. Interesting. That's why he was chosen. Okay, but why the NFL? Okay, now this is where things might get a little spicy. Why did we choose Bad Bunny for the NFL halftime show of all things? Why did the NFL sign off on this? Like, how did the NFL, which is known as one of the more conservative entertainment conglomerates in the United States, a lot of people, oh, it's sports, and I'm like, no, it's an entertainment company. In 2021, they legitimately went and filed and became an entertainment company. And each of the owners is like a shareholder in the entertainment company. Legally, they can rig games as they are entertainment. Just letting y'all know. If y'all don't believe me, go look it up. I might be wrong on the date or the year, but still stands, right? Okay, let's take a look here. Why did the NFL agree to Bad Bunny and kind of being a conservative entertainment corporation? Why did they agree to this, considering the political climate of the United States currently? Money. Why am I not shocked? It's all about money. They were paid enough to say, yeah, we'll just look the other way. Yeah, why? Because we're going to pay you a shit ton of money to put out our message that we want to put out, because you just look the other way. We want to push this out. There was a lot of money given to the NFL to just say, go look the other way. Because the hopes and fears is like, this might be bringing bad, like, this is going to bring bad attention to you. It's fine, because they got paid up the wazoos for all that money. Because the unseen obstacle here, it does feel like the NFL might be like the NFL as a corporation. We need to be like, we'll take that money. There might be some hard, I don't know what's going on in the NFL. There seems to be some hard times for the NFL corporation. They are like one of the large, and everyone's like, but they're so large. And I'm like, but they have a lot of like capital, sure. But do they have hard cash? They have a lot of liquid assets. They have a lot of property. They have a lot of equipment that they can like sell off, and like that's theirs, and that they can then they can like use as tax write-offs to depreciate. But I don't think they have a lot of liquid cash, which is what you're going to be using to pay salaries. You're looking to pay the light bill. Like, you can have a lot of investments, but you need to have liquid cash to pay the bills, keep the lights on, keep your employees happy, the insurance paid. And that's what it kind of feels like that they were maybe severely lacking. I don't know why. I'm not going to dig into that. But that's kind of what this is feeling like. We were severely lacking in money for things to pay off bills, because things maybe hadn't set off. Again, the unseen obstacle here as well, the Three of Wands. Why did they agree? Because the NFL didn't offer anybody up either. They're like, well, we'll just let you go and do it, and you'll figure it out. Because what's going for them, the Ace of Wands. This is going to cause a big stir. It's going to cause some controversy. Also, it's just all about the money at the end of the day. The Ace of Wands as well. It's like we're trying to kind of burn people out on something as well. Here in the past with the Four of Swords too, the NFL feels like they're on their back foot in something. Maybe this is due to extracurricular activities that kind of follow around certain sporting events. I still I want to say that again? Sure. I still highly believe, and y'all don't have to believe me. I do believe that there is a high-end escort service that the NFL uses some of their star players to push out to celebrities, um, people with a lot of money, rich billionaires, world elites. All alleged for entertainment purposes only. That's just my thought. And that's kind of what this is feeling like here. It's like the Four of Swords. This is stopping. Like, we have to like resurrect something from the past, but also we've had to stop previous actions. And because here in the future, Three of Swords, I don't know what's going on with the NFL, but there is heartbreak. There's like the loss of something, the loss of people when it comes to like this performance and why they're letting it. I do not think it's going to end as well as they would like. I think this might be one of the lower there's something that these people have on the NFL that's letting them do this. Also, there's like a heartbreak for the NFL in this performance and why they're letting it happen. Maybe it's not going to end up the way they want it to, or they're going to be pushed to make a political, all alleged for entertainment purposes only. They're going to be forced to push a political narrative that they don't want to be a part of. Okay, so how's Bad Bunny actually feeling about this performance? Like, why? What's going on here? How is Bad Bunny feeling right now about everything going on? Like, how does he feel about getting the performance for the Apple halftime show? So, how is he feeling? How's he feeling about it? How's Bad Bunny's thoughts and how's he feeling about it? Three of Wands. Why is this? He's been offered a lot of money, but with the Three of Wands reversed here at the center of it, rather than being the reason, he's been offered a lot of money. It's not everything that he wants. I don't think he's able to get the creative control that he wants. I think he's also been like, I'm stepping into a hole I don't want to. Because from a material influence here, there's going to be a lot of things that are censored that he's not happy about at all. I don't think he's happy with the direction. He got paid a lot of money, sure, but there's also an individual here at the center that kind of brokered the deal, if one would say. I don't think he's happy about it. I don't think he wants to do it, but it's like, it's been brokered. He got like 2 things that he got to be put into it, and the rest was done by his agent and by people above him who apparently get paid more than him because they know how to do things. Because the hopes and fears here, the Four of Swords, there's something he wants to resurrect from the past to bring to the future, that he wants to talk about. Whether this is, why do I get like there's an old revolution, there's an old saying, there's old ways of doing things, like whatever he wants to say or how he wants to say something, he's bringing something up from the past to bring to the future. Because the unseen obstacle, though, is that he's bound by contracts, he's bound by agreements, he's bound by what he can say, what he can't say, how he can say it, the imagery, and the creative direction. Because, again, the negative influence here is the Two of Cups. Relationships that he's had has put him in this situation. Again, he's supposed to do a giant FU, but he's also being limited in how he can do that. He's having to get very creative. He should be talking to Kendrick to figure out how to do that. Because what's going for him? The Ten of Cups. There's a breakdown of the family. There's a breakdown of a spiritual family, a spiritual place. There's also the breakdown of familial bonds, maybe whether this is in the religious context or an actual family bond, but there is like a breakdown of the family, the nucleus. It feels like more in a spiritual sense. And what I'm getting this more in is like the frat, like the Sigma Alpha Pies of the world, or the Delta Phi's, or however you want to call it. It feels like it's a breakdown of like those types of families, except this is like a religious Greek fraternity. I don't know how else I would put it. It's like a religious Greek fraternity, but that's like breaking down. The chapter's closing and no one's there anymore. Because here in the past, all about ego and pride. Like, I'm going to be the best. I'm going to say all of this. However, here in the future, he's feeling like, for what it's worth, he's not getting paid he needs to. 2, he's not getting the creative, just what he's getting. And 3, he himself is so limited that he's like, I'm just begging for scraps at this point to figure out what I can and can't do. And here in the future, it's all about waiting, delays, all in due time. He's waiting, it seems like, for more. Why do I feel like we're trying to get something over on the NFL here? Excuse me, because again, the divine protection, good karma, positive times ahead. There's something that he has to give up in order to get something back, because there's a lot of obstacles with this performance that he did not know about, and he's gonna have to walk away from a lot of creative directions, creative performances, and things that he would like to do. Also, I want to take a look here in the center of it: mind spiral, mental health. He's not happy, and he feels like, what the frickety frick frack did I sign up for? Why is it? Because he's been trying to stock the pantry. He's been hoarding, prepping, trying to get everything ready, money, resources, unseen obstacles, though, or from a material influence. This whole agreement, whatever he signed on for, his agent screwed him over. His agent either screwed him over, or the manager of which they were working with screwed them all over. That's what I'm feeling. It's more the person that brokered the deal between him, the broker, and the manager. Wait, hold on. It's the company, Apple halftime show. Then there's Bad Bunny's manager, and then there's the broker who brokered the deal in between. The broker in between the two of them sold falsities on both ends, because the hopes and fears, it's not. Oh boy. Why do I feel that's like, the hopes and fears here is that whatever he has to say, I was thinking this card way before I pulled it. Whatever he has to say, it does seem like there might be some fears of what he's going to say is going to cause a spark, revolutions, wanting to overthrow systems, start brand new things. Unseen obstacle, though, is that there's a lot of money who's been put into this that you need to keep to the contract, keep to the money, keep to what we've been saying, because the unseen obstacle or the negative influence here is that Bad Bunny, he's like, he's trying to figure out a new way, a new perspective, a new way to shift through a breakthrough of some sort to get to a larger audience, to do something different, but also how to put out his work in the way that he wants to. However, what's going for him? The community cover-up card. There's a whole bunch of people. Why do I feel like they want to use the NFL, the Super Bowl, this halftime show to direct people away from one end so they aren't looking at everything that goes on around? Because why do I feel like there's going to be a bunch of arrests at this year's NFL Super Bowl? Because here in the because there's rituals that went on in the past. I don't want to do it. Nope, 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 nope. And here in the future, there are problems. There's problems with this whole thing here in the NFL halftime show. The NFL halftime show as well, I do feel, is very ritualistic in nature. It has it's there to harvest energy, all legend for entertainment purposes only. And here in the future, there's issues when it comes to digging up the body, bringing things back from the dead to reignite here in the future, because all but it's time to collect. The devil's due. It's the demon's due. It's time for the collection. The collection, it's the roundup. That's what this is all about. It's time for the roundup of people, places, things, and this is people aren't probably going to believe me, but this year's Super Bowl halftime show, but also this year's Super Bowl is going to be some sort of roundup for people. And they want to use Bad Bunny for some reason to help round things up. Don't know why, don't know how. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm saying. I'm just going to leave it right at that. We'll take a look at the bottom of the pet, because there's shady money practices going on, along with obstacles, and we're having to being forced to walk away from things at the center of this. How's Bad Bunny feeling about this? He was screwed over, but there is so many other things going on. The demons had got his due. They're collecting different things from, it feels like, this whole halftime show. in general. He's being used as a conduit for it. And you know what? I'm just going to leave it at that. We're just going to stop and blah, blah, blah. So thank you so very much for watching. If y'all enjoyed, feel free, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions down below. Otherwise, if you want to hype up this video, I would really appreciate it. Leave your favorite emoji, whatever one that may be. I'd love to see it. Mine typically is like the sunflower or the sun. What's yours? Otherwise, if you guys want to book a personal reading with me or join YouTube members, all those links are located down below in the description box or in the pinned comment. So feel free to check those out. Otherwise, I really just want to say a great big thank you to everyone who's been watching, and I hope to see you guys all in more videos in the future. So thank you, and bye.